Step into the dominion of the Mad Commodore, the self-proclaimed sovereign of genuine 8-bit home computer retro gaming channels. This is one channel that revels in its dedication to originality. For Mad Commodore, simply playing an old game on a modern system isn't enough. He insists on using the actual original hardware, right down to the nostalgic cathode ray tube televisions and monitors of the past. Mad Commodore was an early adopter of gaming, owning an Atari VCS in 1980, just in time for the Space Invaders launch in the UK. He was operating on Commodore Atari and Amiga systems, and even their contemporaries when they were at the forefront of innovation. Often, he would acquire imported games consoles from Japan, pushing the boundaries of the video gaming revolution we all now take as commonplace. It's this meticulous attention to detail that constructs a truly immersive experience, a real trudge down memory lane for the nostalgic and an intriguing enlightenment for the young. But Mad Commodore offers more than just a channel. It's a persona. Osiris, the wizard behind the scenes, is a modest character, armed with a wicked sense of humor. He's unafraid to mock himself or to let loose a storm of expletives when a game fails to meet his high technical standards. Join us as we embark on a journey through the golden age of gaming, celebrated and conserved by a true trailblazer. The Mad Commodore channel embarked on its epic quest 15 years ago, a time when the world of YouTube was still in its infancy, and the concept of a channel dedicated to retro gaming was a mere whisper in the digital wind. But the man behind the channel, Osiris, was undeterred. He had a vision to bring the golden era of gaming back to life, to recreate the magic of the 70s and 80s, and to do it all using real, tangible hardware. His mission wasn't easy. The initial days were filled with struggles, with a slow trickle of followers who appreciated the authenticity and dedication that Mad Commodore offered. But, as is often the case with pioneers, Mad Commodore pressed on, unfazed by the challenges. Then came the first game review, a momentous occasion that marked the beginning of an era. It was more than just a review. It was a deep dive into the mechanics, the graphics, the sound. It was an exploration of what made the game tick, what made it a classic. And the audience loved it. The channel started gaining traction. The follower count began to rise, and the comments section filled up with praise and appreciation. People were beginning to recognize the value of Mad Commodore's approach, the beauty of experiencing games as they were meant to be played, without the clutter of in-app purchases or the annoyance of constant patches. Over the years, the content evolved. The reviews became more in-depth, the technical analysis more detailed, and through it all, Mad Commodore retained his unique style, his unwavering opinions, and his commitment to authenticity. From humble beginnings, Mad Commodore has evolved into a beacon for retro gamers worldwide, a place where they can relive the glory days of gaming, where they can appreciate the artistry and craftsmanship of the classics, and where they can celebrate the efforts of preserving gaming as it was, in its purest form. Behind every expletive-filled review on Mad Commodore is an immense understanding of 8-bit and 16-bit computers and games consoles. Yes, you heard it right. The heart and soul of Mad Commodore, Osiris, is a technical wizard with a deep understanding of the nuts and bolts that breathe life into these retro gaming machines. Osiris's technical prowess isn't something that merely adds a dash of authenticity to his channel. It's a crucial ingredient that brings depth to his game reviews, and, in turn, enlightens his viewers about the intricate world of retro gaming. Whether it's the inner workings of an 8-bit home computer from the 70s, or the complexities of a 16-bit games console from the 80s, Osiris's expertise shines through in every video. It's this understanding that allows him to recreate the past perfectly. He uses real hardware, real cathode ray tube equipped televisions and monitors, staying true to the spirit of the golden age of gaming. This isn't about nostalgia alone, it's about preserving the essence of a gaming era that was uncluttered by in-app purchases and DRM content. But what makes his technical knowledge truly stand out is how he employs it to review games. He looks beyond the surface, dissecting the game's technical aspects, while maintaining a humorous and engaging dialogue. His reviews aren't just about graphics and gameplay. They delve into the game's coding, its use of the hardware's capabilities, and how these elements come together to create the gaming experience. And let's not forget the expletives. They're not just for comedic effect. They're a testament to his passion and frustration when games fail to live up to their potential, given the hardware's potential. They're a reflection of his unwavering opinions, which he isn't afraid to voice, regardless of what the rest of the retro gaming community may think. In the end, his technical expertise isn't just about understanding the machinery, it's about appreciating the artistry of the past, the genius behind the games, and the passion that goes into preserving it all. His technical knowledge, combined with his unwavering opinions, makes every Mad Commodore review a masterclass in retro gaming. Mad Commodore is not just a YouTube channel, it's a celebration of the golden age of gaming. This is a journey back in time, a journey that captures the essence of gaming as it was in the 70s and 80s. It's a nostalgic trip down memory lane where the simplicity of gaming is preserved. There's something incredibly pure about the Mad Commodore's approach. Devoted to authenticity, Mad Commodore spent nearly 6 months playing on an actual Commodore 64 from the year 1984, hooked up to his trusty Sony Trinitron television. This painstaking process was all part of creating a 60-hour-long celebration for the 40th anniversary of the Commodore 64's launch in the summer of 1982. And if it existed on the Commodore 64 in the 20th century, Mad Commodore has probably covered it already. This is a place where the hum of real hardware and the flicker of cathode ray tube monitors transport us back to a time before in-app purchases, before DRM content, before the need for constant patches to rectify bugs in complex modern games. Mad Commodore has earned the unique distinction of being the only person to delve deep into research and unearth the precise timeline of the PAL Commodore 64's availability in stores, pinpointing it to the 4th week of November 1982. The Mad Commodore is a maverick, a stalwart defender of the retro gaming realm, with unwavering opinions that often set him apart from the rest of the retro gaming community. But it's this undeniable passion for the golden age of gaming that sets this channel apart. In the realm of Mad Commodore, we bask in the glory of the golden age of gaming, unmarred by the complexities of the modern era. 15 years on, the Mad Commodore channel continues its quest with the same passion and dedication. This remarkable journey, filled with the rich nostalgia of the golden gaming era, is far from over. The channel continues to celebrate the past, using real hardware and cathode ray tube televisions to recreate the vintage gaming experience perfectly. The mission? To preserve and relive the glory days of the 70s and 80s, a time before in-app purchases, DRM content, and endless patches for complex modern games. This commitment to authenticity is unwavering, and the future holds more of the same. Mad Commodore plans to continue exploring and reviewing the classics, offering technical insights that only a genuine expert can provide. And yes, expect more of those expletive-laden reviews that only add to the charm of this humble yet knowledgeable character. Here's to another 15 years of retro gaming with Mad Commodore, the king of real hardware 8-bit home computer retro gaming channels.